Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Gro Academy. My name is Picha, and I'm one of the trainers for the Gro Academy. And I just wanted to put together this informational video to be able to show you how you can access your modules and all the things that you need to know to be successful in this class. So the first thing that I want to share with you is how you can get in contact with me. Now, my email address is thegroacademysherry@gmail.com, and my cell phone number is 608-304-5080. Please put that information in your cell phone because you may be receiving some cell messages from me if some text messages, if for some reason that I'm not getting interaction through email. And then our website is also www.thegrowacademy.com. Please note Grow is spelled G-R-O, and you can also go on to thegrowacademy.com and you'll be able to view any trainings that I have available on that website. It'll update that as soon as I schedule it through the registry. Now, I currently offer 3 classes, and those classes are the foundational classes. These are what's required in the state of Wisconsin for anybody that is going into family child care, as well as anyone who would like to work into a state licensed group child care center. The first class is called the Foundations of Infant and Toddler Care. And that is a class that you need to take if you're going to be taking care of infant and toddlers. And then we have the Introduction to the Child Care Profession. That is a class that after you complete that class, you'll be able to be an assistant child care teacher. And then the final class is Skills and Strategies for the Child Care Professional. And that is a class that you'll be learning some skills and strategies, and you'd also then be able to be qualified to be a lead teacher in a licensed facility. And that can be from a child care facility that is a nonprofit, a for-profit, or a group child care, or a large family. So I want to get started and show you a little bit of how to access your modules. Now, the first thing that you'll do is you'll register through the registry account. Now, you can search for trainings on the registry account by either the type of foundational class that you need, or you can search by trainer name. Now, my trainer name is a little bit different than what my email is. So my trainer name is Sheryl Picha. So if you want to search for my trainings on the Wisconsin Registry website, you would need to search for Sheryl, Sheryl, Picha, P as in Paul, I-C-H-A. And then that will pop up everything that I have offered right now, or you can visit my website at thegrowacademy.com. Now, once you have registered for the Gro Academy, then let me go in here. You will then get an email. So I'm going to get into the email and what this will look like. Now, there's 2 different types of emails. Now, these would be, this says that it comes from, let me show you what this email looks like. So I had someone forward me theirs. Now, this is what it will look like. In your email, it will say that it's coming from support@wiregistry.org. Now that you're going to get an initial email that will say, welcome to the registration, and it won't have any links at all. But this one has some links in it right now, but just because we might update you on some links, which we had just sent out an update of saying, hey, you need to complete your modules, that may come from support@theregistry.com. I'm going to show you what it will also look like that you can watch for is a do not reply email. Now, it will have in the subject line the skills and strategies, but please watch for that email as well, because that is also going to send you your links that you need to do next. You'll get this welcome email, and this will tell you what do you do next. Now, remember, it's going to pop up as do not reply, but it is actually coming from the growacademy.donot reply@gmail. It's very important that you watch for these emails. This is where you'll get your first introduction to these links that you need. So it will go through all of this as to what you need to do first. So the first thing you need to do is to register in your personal account, your registry account, for each section of these course links. I have the YouTube video link, which is what you're watching right now, that will be in that to help refresh you on how to look at this. And then you'll see these course links. So you need to click on each one of these registration links. So let's go into, I'm just going to click on 4 just to see what this would be. Now you need to register with your own registry information. So I am going to get into this one to see if I can register for that link or if it's already registered. This is a current student in my class. Now, the event registration is already in here. And then it says the name, so your email will pop up in there. And then you need to click down here, what type of facility are you doing or what field? So you make your choice. This particular individual is in group childcare. So we will click on group childcare, and down in here, there is for these section links, there's no more additional cost. See how the total says 0? No additional cost. You're going to click complete registration. Now you'll have to accept these terms, and the billable amount is 0. You have to scroll through all of these and you have to click I agree to these registration terms and click continue. And so this will process through. And it says event registration complete. Now that was just for one section. So you can close out of that. And remember, now we're back in that email. You have to register for each one of these sections. All five sections holds 2 modules. You will need to you'll need to finish at least all 10 of your modules before our very first Zoom face-to-face meeting. It is extremely important that you complete all these modules, but you do not need to complete the required activities. I'll show you what required activities look like when we get into that section. But it's important that you complete all these modules because what I'm doing with you in our face-to-face Zoom for our 15 hours, we're going to do the homework all together. So it'll be easy peasy. You just need to get through these modules so then you can go ahead and do the homework with me. But if you haven't learned the content in the modules, you're not going to know what to do with the rest of the class when we're meeting face-to-face. That's why I make it a requirement that all 10 of those modules need to be completed ahead of time. Now, in this welcome email that you will get from that do not reply, it will also go over how to log into your registry account, find the personal profile, click the training tab, and then locate each course and click the black graduation cap. You do not need to complete the required activities yet. And then it will have all the important dates and times for yours. You will also be sent a Zoom link each day of the class. Watch your email and you'll get that Zoom link from support@theregistry.com. So that is the little video, but now we're going to go back in. So say you've registered for all 5 of these links. Now you go into your registry account and you log into your registry account. So let's log into this. And sometimes it takes a long time to go from page to page. Okay, so now we are in Wesley Brandt's registration, which he just registered. So now he's going to click this trainings tab. And on this trainings tab, now you're going to see we just registered for section 5. You are going to see the same class that you're in. You will see this dash blended. Now you will not have a black graduation cap on the blended version. But when you're registering for these sections, now these are out of order, but when you register for the sections, we just registered for section 5, then you will see a black graduation cap. Now, if you have taken, after the class is completed and I verify you, then, so this person took my intro class as well, and he completed it May 2nd. When I verify him, that's a verified. So that's how you know that you've completed the sections. So you are in section 5, we just registered, so that's not verified. So you would have to go in to your black graduation cap, and this is how you find your modules. This is displaying a desktop. If you are on a cell phone, you are going to have to swipe all the way over to the left till you find your black graduation cap. That black graduation cap will not show up until you register for each of those links. Then it will show up. Let's see what happens now that you've registered for it. You want to access your modules. It is thinking up at the top. And now it will bring you to the actual modules. So section 5 has 2 modules. There's 10 sections altogether. So section 5 holds the last 2 modules, which is 9 and 10. Now you can see there's not been any start yet. You scroll down and now modules 9 has not been started and modules 10 has not been started. You'll need to click start to bring up that module. I'll show you what it looks like. This is your skills and strategies class. I'm going to take my zoom down a little bit so you can see some more of that. So this is your skills and strategies class. So you have a sidebar that scrolls down here, and then you also have a bar that scrolls in between. Now this is a nice little ticker that shows you what you need to do. And you are now starting your class. So this says start course. So we're going to click on the start course. And on the left-hand side, here's where those required activities are. Now you're not going to see any required activities in modules 1. I believe the required activities start in module 2. Now, what I mean by required activities, it's kind of like homework, right? So when you open up this PDF on here, it opens up just like a homework sheet. So if you want to follow along within class, make sure that you open these and you print these off so you are ready for my class and you have them in front of you. But this is what required activities look like. So it'll say thinking about behavior. You don't need to do these required activities because we're going to do them together, but you're just going to print them off so that you have them ready and available for you. So we're going to get out of the required activities because that's just showing you where the required activities are in your modules, but you will then just be able to scroll down and choose the next lesson. So you don't have to complete the required activities before you go on. So you would choose understanding behavior, and then you read each area and you follow your continue buttons. Now notice over here how you're getting these check marks. That's how you know how fast you are going through that module, okay? And then you can click continue. You need to read through these things. And then what helps promote positive behaviors, you'd have to click down on this side and then you need to click. If you see cards that have these, you need to flip them. You need to do every part of what that activity is in order to be able to go on to the next. So make certain that you are doing all those pieces. If for some reason you do not have, it says complete activity before moving on, because I have not flipped all of the cards. You need to flip all the cards and complete all of those. Now that they've all been flipped, now we have the continuation bar. So you go through all these activities, and then when you're all done, you will have little quizzes that are at the bottom. So you can see here the model quiz. Now the good news is you could take this over and over, and you keep taking it until it's done. And when it's completed, then it will show up in your module as that it was completed. Now, right now, you'll see it's incomplete, right? So you have registered and we've started. So now that's changed to incomplete. You can go out of this class and it will save you exactly where it's at. So you don't have to finish the whole module at once. So, and this timing up here also tells me how long you've spent on that module, that I can see that from the back end as well. So that is how you get your modules. Now I want to close out of the LMS system, but I want to go back into that Wisconsin registry, because after you have finished all of your modules, I want to show you how you find your certificates too. Because once I verify you on that date, then you can find your certificates and you can show them. I won't be mailing you anything. It'll be right in the registry. So you log into your registry account again. And this one has kept me in Wesley's. So trainings is where we found our Black graduation caps. But now you would go into reports. And when you look down here on reports, you'll find Child Care Foundational Training Certificates. After you have passed the class, then you'd click that and you will see there's your certificate. All right, so easy peasy. You need to go in and register for your sections. Now, right now, from now until starting September 1st of 2025. So if you are watching this video after September 1st of 2025, you will no longer have 5 sections. You will just have one that will hold all the modules, all 10 modules for you. But prior to September of 2025, you're going to have to click all 5 links. So if you see 5 links in the email that is sent to you from the do not reply, you have to go into all 5 links. So once it goes into the new system and you just see one link that says click this link for your sections to be able to access your module sections, then you might just have one link. It just depends on when you're viewing this video. When you have, there will be some assessment pieces at the end of the class that you will be having to turn into me. You need to turn it into that email. And once I receive your assessments, that's where you'll be able to go in and go back into my, into the way that you need to submit things to me, which is right here. So that contact is the Gro Academy Sherry at gmail.com. And my cell phone number is 608-304-5080. Now, those of you who have taken a class with me prior, you might have had a different cell phone number, but now I have a new Gro Academy cell phone number. So please watch for information coming through text messages. Watch for emails that are coming through support at the registry. And then also you're going to have that do not reply at thegrowacademy.com. So those are the ways that we'll be communicating with you. You need to read each one of those emails. You may get a Zoom in one. You might get some information about that night's class, but it is your responsibility to be checking your email. So please make certain that you're checking the email that you were signed up on the registry. So I'm super excited to see you in my class. Make sure you get that prerequisite done of all of your modules, or else I will not be able to allow you in our Zoom face-to-face classes. So I look forward to seeing you soon. And until then, get work on your modules. And I hope this little video helped you to be able to figure out what you need to do on this. And then we will go ahead and get you started on that first class, and you'll be super successful, and it's super easy. And I promise you, you are going to learn something, and we're going to be able to get through this together. You just got to do your modules. All right. See you then, guys.